This was a real political trip. It was maximum exposure. Open cars. President had instructed us not to be up on the back of the car. He wanted it not to appear there was anything between he and the people. He wanted the people to have the belief that he was just one of them. And so that's the way we went in the motorcade from Love Field into downtown Dallas.
Well, he can tell you what he wants done, and he can tell you certain things, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. And what we used to do was always agree with the president, then we do what we felt was best anyway. Well, he can tell you what he wants done, and he can tell you certain things, but that doesn't mean you have to do it. And what we used to do was always agree with the president, then we do what we felt was best anyway.
I spoke to the special agent in charge of the White House detail, the #1 agent, Gerald Bain. I asked him, President Kennedy, I understand he was difficult to protect, right? He didn't want the agents on the back of the car, and he told me, this is an exact quote, I don't remember Kennedy ever saying anything about not having agents on the back of the car. If you look at the newsreels, you'll see agents on there. Well, one by one, I spoke to many of his colleagues, not only in the Secret Service, but actually White House aides that were not Secret Service agents, and it was a landslide. They were all telling me the same thing.
Ordered the men off the back of the limousine. Well, that's not true. I didn't think that was either. Yeah, Rufus Youngblood, it was one of the things he told me. He says that don't believe Manchester or Bishop. It's very disheartening for being a young researcher looking at books and trying to sift out what's fact and what's not. And as years, this is all becoming history now, and it's very discouraging to find certain things that are printed aren't true. Right. And you gentlemen were there, and you would know best. And when you were saying that, I believe you 10 times more than I would, William Manchester. Yeah. Oh, well, you were there. That's the problem. But the most alarming thing about this is, sir, is he quotes you in the book, but you're not interviewed in the book in the back section. Oh yeah. He says that supposedly President Kennedy told you, I'm quoting, keep those Ivy League charlatans off the back of the car. That doesn't sound like. Okay. Boy, I tell you, this is amazing. I didn't think so either, because he was gracious enough to indicate all his interviews at the back section of the book, but your name wasn't there. Something. How did he get a direct quote from a gentleman he never spoke to? I never told him that. Yeah. Hey, repeated where President Kennedy told the agents, I guess yourself and other people, get these men off my limousine, don't do this. That's not true. Okay. That's true. Very nice man. Yeah, it's never interfered with us at all. Don't do this. That's not true. Okay. That's true. Very nice man. Yeah, it's never interfered with us at all. I find that interestingly enough, there's no truth to this thing about supposedly Kennedy ordered the agents off the back of the limousine. No, he had nothing to do with that. I figured that, because you know what? William Manchester makes the claim that Floyd Boring was ordered by Kennedy, and I'm quoting what it says in the book, says, keep those Ivy League charlatans off the back of my car. That is false. Yes, I found that out, and I talked to William Manchester, who lives in Connecticut, about that. He got real defensive with me. He said, all those notes are under seal, and I'm not allowing anyone, especially yourself, to look at these rules. Who was this you were talking to? William Manchester. Oh, okay, I talked to William Manchester. He called me on the book. Yeah, that book is filled with things. That is, for the record of history, that is false. What confirmation has never been, in my history, any more rapport with President of the United States other than possibly Harry S. Truman. Yeah, that's another one they said. Yeah, was a jewel just like John F. Kennedy. Yeah, they said the only thing caused I don't really have too much faith in that. No, that's that. Oh, believe me, I'm not just putting stock into it. Just any death read and what the hell was thought. I'm finding that out. I tell you what, Sam, it's getting to that point. This is true. Yeah, and I tell you what, I get people that argue with me about this. Oh, come on, Kennedy was was one of the most tough to protect presidents. He always ordered the men off the back of the limo, and now I'm finding out that's not true. You know, because they say they make a big play about supposedly President Kennedy was one of the easiest ones to ever